Welcome to another installment of the Task With Me Walk Jog series. This is day 1 of week 9. Sounds pretty crazy for me to even say that. Been doing this for quite some time now. We're making steady progress and we are well on our way to being able to complete a 10K at some point this year. We've been on this journey for 9 weeks now, and I hope that a lot of you all have been able to join me. I've been having a lot of fun, and I hope that a lot of you watching can say the same. So again, we're going to be going on a Reddit live stream today. It's going to be the Where in the World community, as this is the one that I've been using most recently. I tend to get a good amount of viewers there, and I think that this time is probably one of the better times to go on it. I was talking about this yesterday, but I think on weekdays around this time is probably when most people are watching, because they might be on breaks from work. So that's why I think I tend to get a lot of viewers. When I went on my live stream yesterday, I got maybe 40 tops, and that was, you know, for a couple of seconds. Then again, as I'm always saying, the signal, you know, I'm not sure how confident that reading is, because it's not an instantaneous snapshot of how many viewers are actually watching. But let's see what happens today. It's a beautiful day here in South Florida. It is warming up again, which I really do like. I'm not wearing a sweater today, so that is already a good indicator of what the weather is like here. It's definitely trending upwards, and frankly, I do miss a nice warm day, and I can't wait for the summer season to start. I really am looking forward to going back to the beach, enjoying the beach, as that's what I believe Florida natives probably like to do. It's one of the best states to do it, so why not truly enjoy it? So like I was saying about the signal in this area tends to be so-so, and that's why right now even I'm having a difficult time loading Reddit. Now, if you've all been watching these streams in the past, you know that tends to happen. It almost seems like once I exit out here into this main neighborhood, things start to get a little bit better. So just bear with me, we'll be well under our way. Stream will probably last for about 25 minutes today, since we're cutting into it a little bit with this initial start here. But in the meantime, let's all focus on our walk today. We're doing 30 minutes, so nothing too crazy. We should all be pretty used to this by this point. Remember to keep the pace up, keep it brisk, stay focused, and just focus on your body, focus on your mind, and it'll become a great walk. You know, starting next week, on next Monday, we're actually going to go into jogging, which I am looking very much forward to. That's honestly the point that I've wanted to get to since I first started this back in December, and I can't wait to see what all this work has led up to. Specifically, just the endurance, the strength training on my legs, all these things. I want to see how they add up to me being able to do my first jog workout. One of the nice things is we'll actually be able to cover more distance with less time, which is expected, of course, since we are indeed jogging and no more walking. Now, like I've said in the past, jogging for me tends to be a painful activity, but I'm hoping that that now changes because of all this work that we've put in. Looks like I'm getting a better signal on Reddit now, and I got some live streams coming on, so let's see if we can't do this. Okay, here we go. Where in the world? Come walk with me for half, or let's just say for 30 minutes. Come walk with me for 30 minutes. Let's continue, we're going live. And here we are, we're live. So I'm gonna be starting again, at least from the Reddit live stream standpoint. So welcome, fellow Redditors. This has become quite the habit for me. I'm pretty used to doing it at this point, and I really do enjoy doing this. Here we are in South Florida. We're doing a South Florida walk. You know, and I think I really should have been putting the name of the title in the stream, but that's okay. I'll let it run for a little bit and we'll go from there. At least this way it's a little bit more mysterious. I guess really, if you think about it, the community's name is Where in the World, so. Although I think, let me just read, let me read. I think it's a requirement to have I think, let me just for, apologies for the stream, everyone. I'm actually going to stop it and restart it so I can put the name of where I am in the stream. So that was fun. I actually ended the stream abruptly, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and continue here. We're gonna continue to walk. This is not going to interrupt our walk. Looks like I had a small error with Reddit there. So yeah, the thing about the Where in the World community is you actually have to put where you're walking in the title. And it's not like they're going to prevent you from doing the stream at that moment, but they might take it down afterwards. And normally what I like to do is when I upload these videos, I like to also link to the Reddit stream in case people are interested in watching that. And of course, if they take the stream down, there's nothing for you to watch, and then you lose out on some of the quality and some of the engagement that we get from that live stream. So let's try this again. Join me for a 30-minute walk in South Florida. Here we go. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, this time we are live. This time it's for real. The name of where I am is in the title, so all should be good. Beautiful day here in South Florida. It's sunny, it's warming up. Everything is looking pretty good today. It's probably the best that it can be for a Monday. Work is going good. Looking forward to some activities I'll be doing later tonight. Mainly just starting my workout routine again. I took Saturday and Sunday off. So I'm looking forward to getting back to my strength training routine. Let's say I'm gonna do this for 25 minutes or so. Yeah, so I'll probably end at the 20-minute mark. But we'll see how it goes from there. We always just have to gauge it. We gotta see what the viewer engagement's like, so on and so forth. But I hope this can be a fun walk. I hope that for anyone that's joining me, you know, thanks a lot for joining me on this walk. And if you're at home, if you're working from home, if you're hunched over a desk like I was, I'm a software engineer, so a lot of my job requires me to be like that. Although I try to keep my posture as straight as I can. You know, get out there and join me for a walk. Let's participate in this virtual walk together. Get out there, get the blood flowing. Your body and your mind will thank you for it. I guarantee it. So let's go out there and let's make it happen. That's my intent. To just motivate you all to come and join me. You know, last week when I was doing one of these streams, at one point I had over 28 unique, not 28, but 2,800 unique watchers, which was incredible. I think the Reddit algorithm really helped me on that day. Maybe it put me at the top somehow, I'm not sure, but it was the biggest dose of dopamine I think I've ever had when it comes to digital media. You know, of course, I've experienced dopamine rushes in other ways, but when it comes to digital media, being able to really top off at that many, or rather at that much of a number for unique watchers was incredible. And again, it got me thinking what YouTube stars must be feeling like on a regular basis when they're hitting those numbers normally anyway. So for anyone joining, we're doing a 30-minute walk today. I've already done a little bit of the walk on my own. I'm recording it via my GoPro. Reason I'm recording it via my GoPro is so I also archive these videos on my YouTube channel. And the reason I want to archive it on my YouTube channel is just because, you know, so other people can watch it if they wish to join me on this journey. And also it sort of keeps me motivated because I see all the progress that I've made. Now, one of the things I am concerned about is most of the time when I start one of these streams, you see a welcome message. The fact that I'm not seeing a similar welcome message here leads me to believe that there might be an issue with the stream. It's maybe sort of buggy, but it's okay. We're going to continue along here. I see that some people are joining in. I always mention this, maybe the signal's not too good, but either way, I appreciate the 7 watchers we have right now. Let's go out here and let's do a virtual walk together. I want to talk about some things today. First, I want to talk about investing. It's a trend that I've been talking about a little more. It's something I've been talking about a little more in my streams because I'm just getting a little more used to it, getting more used to the idea of investing money in, whatever stocks. Now, I invested in GameStop a couple of months ago for a good price. If anyone's interested in investing, you probably know the whole deal with GameStop right now is pretty insane. It has skyrocketed, and I sold at $50. Now, do I feel bad about that? I do feel bad about that, but luckily I was able to find some good articles on Investopedia that said, I have to be a humble investor. I came out ahead from my initial investment, so that should be good for me. I can't dwell on the past because the past is the past, and I'm not going to reinvest in GameStop again. If I sold on Monday, I literally could have made double. Actually, if I sold this morning pre-market or right when the market opened, I could have made double. But again, I cannot keep thinking about the past. I can't really keep thinking about what ifs. It is what it is, and that's just how it goes. So luckily for me, like I said, I still came out ahead. I still made a profit, so I reinvested those earnings in some other stocks, and that's pretty cool. 2 years ago, I would say, I didn't really know a lot about investing. My girlfriend definitely got me more interested in it, and I think just through, my own research and a little bit of consistency here and there, I've definitely gotten better at it. I remember sitting in conversations at work, think about like the water cooler chat, and people were talking about investing, and I just did not understand any of it. So for anyone out there that is maybe feeling a little bit left out, they're not really sure about a topic, any sort of dense topic, maybe like politics, for example, I still feel very much lost when it comes to politics. Just invest a little bit of time here and there. Doesn't really matter, it sort of just happens randomly, and like one day you just wake up and you're like, hey, wait a second, I actually know a little bit more about this now. So let's see, ECP Man 215 says, where is Florida Man? Florida Man is in Fort Lauderdale in South Florida. That's where I am walking from today. That's where I'm doing my walk today. I'm enjoying it so much because the weather is phenomenal. It is breezy, it is hot. It's warming up. It's not as hot as it could get, but it is warming up, but at least it's breezy, and that's making this walk a little bit easier, and hopefully the conversation that we can start here will make it even more interesting and more fun. Fort Lauderdale is really cool. It's very relaxed, I'd say. The thing I always say, and I've said this before in previous streams, is you can go out and party if you want, you can take it easy if you want, you can do a lot of the same things that you might do in a place like Miami, just with a little less chaos, which I think is an upside for sure. So it's been a lot of fun here in Fort Lauderdale. I know Fort Lauderdale now more than I do my hometown. I actually know, I was never great at directions. Frankly, I depend on services like Waze a lot, but in Fort Lauderdale, because I've been here for so long and I'm living completely on my own, well, more recently with my girlfriend, because I've had to drive to all these places, and because I'm the one actually driving, I just know where things are. It's different than just sitting in the back seat of your parents' van and watching where they drive. You don't really gain an appreciation for where it is you're going. You're just sitting in a vehicle. So that's something that I always thought was actually cool, because growing up, people would ask my dad where things are and he would just know, and I thought that was like a superpower. Like, how do you just know where everything is? Now I feel that same way about Fort Lauderdale. So that's been cool. Definitely feels like a very adult feeling. I know it might be weird to think like, oh, what, just the fact that you know where things are, you feel more like an adult? Well, yeah, I kind of do. And it's a nice feeling. You just feel a little more, yeah, you just feel more adult. I guess that's really just the only way to describe it. So where are the viewers coming from today? I'm turning around here because there's a lawnmower over there and I don't want it to be too loud. But where do I have some viewers today? I see we have about 19 people on the stream right now. Not really sure if that's an accurate reading, but let's start a conversation. How's everyone's Monday going? It's the first day of the new week. Hopefully it's going well for everyone. I know that Mondays can be tough for a lot of us, but I hope it's going well. It certainly has been going pretty well for me. And for the halfway point, I'd say the first half has gone very well. Luckily in the second half I am going to be busy. I have a lot of things to do, which is nice, makes the day go by quick. It makes you have a feeling of accomplishment, so that's really nice. And we're just gonna go continue what we do and carry on over here. You know, I'm very excited. This week, if you watched my streams last week, what I started doing this week, rather last week, is incorporating some cross training into my walking routines. So on certain days, I'll just do my 30-minute walk, and I also try to do biking live streams here, which I don't have a bike iPhone mount, so I just attach it to my handle, which normally leads to a very blurry and shaky video, but last time people seemed to like it, so I'm going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. Where's all the crazy people they talk about in Florida? This is coming from Biftekia 1. So, you know, that's a common question I get a lot. Where are all the crazy people in Florida? So, I don't think there's any more crazy people in Florida than there are in any other states. Maybe there are. Frankly, I really don't know. But I don't think in this area I'm gonna find these crazy people you're talking about. It's just a classic Florida suburban neighborhood. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I know you're probably kidding, but it's just such a common question. I just wanted to raise it up. It's a common thing with Florida, you know, the Florida man, the alligators walking across the street, hurricanes happening 24/7. I miss hurricane season. Hurricane season is, for me, very fun because, you know, when I was growing up, I'm 27 years old now. When I was growing up in elementary school, a common project that was given to us was tracking of hurricanes. We actually got a chance to get a sheet from a weather station that would provide some information that we can use to track hurricanes throughout their lifetime. I thought that was super cool. If anyone has watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know about this line, you know, because of the implications. So the reason I like hurricanes is not so much, you know, hurricanes suck at the moment they strike, depending on how strong they are. Obviously, I'm not into the carnage and destruction and lives lost and all these things. I guess I'm more into just the implication of what that means. It's like you're entering survival mode. You're sort of that feeling of looming danger. I don't know why. Maybe it's a adrenaline sort of thing, but I really enjoy that. Maybe I should be a storm chaser when I get older. Maybe that's the same feeling they get themselves when they're growing up. But I wonder if anyone else feels that way. You know, a hurricane is predictable. We know where it's at. We know when it's going to strike. That definitely makes it easier for me to feel that way. I can imagine for some other natural disasters like tsunamis, tornadoes, twisters, earthquakes, since you can't really predict them, I don't really think I'd feel that way. And generally speaking, the damage from those things is a lot worse than hurricanes. Generally speaking, of course, if you get to category 3+, it can get really bad. But yeah, I've always thought that was very interesting. I wonder if a lot of other Floridians would agree with me when it comes to that. I'm not really sure, but that's just how I feel. So we've been walking here for a little over 10 minutes. I hope that we have some people joining me on this walk today. Hopefully in your area, it is also nice weather. I can't remember the state that I got a notification about this morning, but I read news that a storm coming this year, Northeast, Midwest, in that area, could potentially bring a massive amount of snowfall, more so than there's ever been in the past couple of weeks. Rather, not weeks, but years. So I'm really hoping that it's not so bad for everyone up there. I know some of you may be watching this stream and just thinking, man, I really wish I could be in South Florida right now, because look at that weather. You know, the funny thing is in South Florida, people, you know, you go to the beach in January. I know that's not the case elsewhere, but here in Florida, it just is like that. Have I done it myself? Probably, not recently, but I've certainly been to the beach in these early months of the year. So what's everyone's goals for this year? For the people that are watching, I want to hear what some of your goals for 2021 are. What are some things you're willing or wishing to accomplish? What about Hawaii? What about Hawaii? What is everyone wishing to accomplish in 2021? I have a feeling that 2021 is going to be a very good year for a lot of people. You know, when we just came out of this 2020 year, bad year for a lot of us, I think we're all coming out a little bit stronger, a little bit more appreciative, and a little bit more willing to work hard and really just, you know, just make it happen. That's really the best way I can describe it. But I'm really hoping 2021 is good for everyone watching, and not just for the people watching, but everyone in the world. Super cheesy, I know, but that's what my stream brings, a lot of cheese. That's just the type of guy I am. So, I've realized that Reddit live streaming is a mixed bag of a lot of viewership, low viewership. I guess it just depends on history. Probably the algorithm factors in how many people have seen your stream in the past. But I'm glad that we have even just 6 people watching anyway. I've always thought that if someone tells me that they enjoyed my stream, it motivated them to go out and do a walk, that is enough for me. Let's see. We have our first downvote. Apologies if I said anything weird. You know, if you can tell me how I can improve, I am willing to hear you out. I'm still a very new streamer here. I'm willing to adapt. It's the good thing about starting out, willing to adapt early and often. So, looking forward to hearing your feedback for improvements on what I can do to make this better for all the viewers. I think it'd be fun to check it out. So like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do a stream with cross training. It's gonna include bicycling. I think on Wednesday I have a rest day. Let's see, Thursday is probably cross training again, and then Friday and Saturday we're doing more walking. If that's something you're interested in doing, then hopefully you'll be able to see my stream then. Next week it's gonna be more interesting when I start jogging. I'm not sure how I can stream while doing that. And I think that if I talk during the periods that I'm walking, I'm just gonna lose too much energy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how I do that. May have to change my setup a little bit, but you know, we'll see what happens when I get to that point. I'm getting back into strength training again. And I guess I don't mean again, I've always been into it, but I have some weeks that are better than others. Last week was really good. I went 5 times to the gym, but I think I kind of agitated my lower back. You know, it doesn't help that I'm also sitting on a chair all day. Even despite these walks, I'm still putting a lot of strain on my lower back. I think I probably need to, you know, focus more on warming up, focus more on doing some stretches beforehand, because my lower back is a little bit sore, and not sore in the good way. It might also be because I think I lifted maybe too much on the squat rack. There's a Smith machine. I know the Smith machine is, I don't want to say it's generally frowned upon, but because you're on a fixed plane, your back is just put in a position that it's not natural. That is not natural. So that could very well be the reason why. Maybe the shoes I'm wearing, maybe I should be wearing squat shoes. Not really sure, but it's been better. I'm hoping that by the time I work out today, it will just sort of smooth itself out. My girlfriend is going to be starting a job next week as a software developer. I'm very proud of her. She's come a very long way. And, you know, she's had several software development jobs, but this job that she is getting, I think, is the most legit one that she's had. And the company also, you can tell they really care about their employees. They've sent her a lot of helpful information. They've also given her a lot of swag, which is almost a necessity nowadays with these software companies. And they've really made her feel like she belongs on the team and that she's wanted. Congrats to your girlfriend. Yeah, thank you so much. And if she's watching, I'm sure she'd really like to hear that. She's worked very hard for it. She studied a lot at the end of last year. I knew she was gonna get it from the beginning. I just had a very good feeling about it. And sure enough, she did. So very much looking forward to see how everything goes for her next Monday when she starts. It's kind of cool that both of us are pretty much doing the same thing. We're both software developers. And she can finally see what it's like to be in a company that really values you as an employee. As all companies should, right? All companies should value their employees and make them feel like they really belong. So can't wait to hear from her on that. And I also can't wait to watch her grow as a software developer. For anyone that's a software developer out there, you all know that it's a long, arduous journey, but anything that is worth it tends to be long and arduous. So I think that's going to be very, very cool to see. The weather here has certainly warmed up. Then again, the sun is a little bit more on me right now. Definitely feeling more of a sweat. Feels very good. I really just can't wait to start jogging next week. You know, when I started this whole journey to 10K, I knew the walking portion was going to be good for me, but you know, I'm a little bit impatient sometimes, and I want to get to jogging. I want to get to jogging. But next week is really when I get to push myself and I really start seeing some results. Jogging is no joke. If you're jogging multiple times a week, you're gonna get lean, you're gonna get strong, you're gonna see all these benefits. So I'm just really excited. After this, so this is what I consider the second leg of my journey to a 10K. Comprises another 7 weeks. The third leg, which is another 7 weeks, every leg is 7 weeks. The third leg actually wraps up in a 5K. So in less than 14 weeks, I'll be competing, or rather participating in a 5K. I think I have done a 5K before, but that was probably 10 or so years ago. I also think I didn't really train for it like I am now. Maybe because I was just younger and, again, impatient. I just said, whatever, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. It was okay. I think it was just a challenge to myself to see if I can do it, and I didn't jog the whole way. I walked a lot. But I'm hoping this time I can jog the whole way and really put, that would really be the application of all the exercise I'm doing. So that's gonna be a huge milestone for me. And I think after the 5K, we're focusing more on endurance and speed. So some other cool factors to take into consideration there when trying to get to this destination of a 10K. After I complete my 10K, I would still like to stream, but you know, I have all these streaming videos, all these sort of active podcasts I do fall under what I like to call Task With Me. Task With Me is just my YouTube channel, and I hope to put out more videos in the future where I can be doing other tasks that people can join along with me. For example, software related tasks, cooking tasks, strength training tasks, I don't know, mixology tasks, really anything, in hopes that just a couple of people can join me and we can just have fun with it, you know? Trying to build a active virtual community here, and since we've all been stuck at home, we just need to try new things, and that's definitely what my intent is here, to be able to do for everyone. We got about 5 or so minutes left. The stream today has been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been okay. We have days where we have more viewership and we have days where we don't. For some reason, I feel like maybe there was a bug or something, but even if there wasn't, I'm still appreciative of the, you know, I say on average 6 people that were watching at any time. I hope that you all benefited from this walk, and if you were at home, I hope that you saw it and also, you know, went outside and decided to do a walk. Because I'm sure that when you get back after the walk, you're just gonna feel rejuvenated and ready to take on the second half of your day. I know I will surely be feeling that way, so that's nice. It's been a little bit of a warmer day than most other times, but it's only gonna get worse, especially here in Florida, especially as we start creeping into the summer months. It's gonna get really crazy. Hoping that this weekend I can do a walk elsewhere. That's normally what I try to do on these walks. Weekend walks I try to do somewhere else, and so on the weekdays I sort of have to stay close to where I start. On weekends I'd rather be going somewhere else, exploring more of Florida, seeing if I can take my walks and my exercises elsewhere. You know, it really isn't easy to come out and do these talks all the time, because again, when you're talking all the time, when you're talking about your day, unless there are very interesting things happening to you, it's mostly the same. So a lot of times I truly depend on the audience to engage with me and let me know what's on their mind, so that we can just have fun and have a good conversation. We got Valentine's Day coming up, the next holiday. You know, here in Florida, we're all about the holidays. Here in the US, we're all about the holidays. We got holidays, seems like every other month, every other week or so, you know, whatever. Should be fun. I think this year, and we'll see what we do for Valentine's Day. I know my girlfriend listens, so don't want to spoil anything, but it should be a good one. I'd say that we're a pretty simple couple. We just enjoy each other's company. So I think that's definitely a benefit for me, a benefit for both of us. fun. It's nice to be that way. Well, that's cool. This house has solar panels on the roof. That's cool. I always thought the Tesla solar panels would be really neat. I don't know, I wonder like if the cost warrants the benefits. You know, like are you actually saving a ton of money every year because you invested in the solar panels? Maybe, probably, hopefully, right? I would think so. I'm not ready for the Florida heat to be back in the coming months, says Hedgehog Turtle. Yeah, you know though, being born and raised here, I'm just so used to it. Like I love when it gets cold, but I do miss the hot weather, you know? It just depends on what you're doing. For example, if you're in Disney World in June, you're probably gonna hate yourself. Now, if you're in the beach in June and you got some nice drinks and some, you know, nice beach food, then it's probably gonna be a good time. But I definitely hear you, and you know, I can't deny the fact that it gets really hot and humid, and you really got to be careful in terms of like heat stroke and dizziness. Got to make sure you stay hydrated, you know, all the above. It's good for you just to look out for yourself. Probably going to be finishing the stream in about another minute or so. I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined me today. Had a lot of fun doing this walk. Looking forward to now starting the second half of my day. It's always better when I do my walk. I moved from Seattle, first year here, so it's been such a struggle. Oh man, okay, yeah, I can imagine. Seattle gets cold, right? Yeah, it's tough. That's gonna be hard for you. But it's cool that you moved from here, or rather from Seattle. Good to have some Seattle natives in Florida. I'd be curious to know why you moved and what you moved for, but unfortunately I don't think I'll have time to have a good conversation about it. Even though I have 20 minutes left, this was a 30-minute workout today, and I normally like to keep the timestamp to 30 minutes because I'll flip the camera for a second. But here, for anyone watching, you can see that I have a camera on my head, and that's because I actually upload these videos to YouTube, where I keep an archive of all the walks that I'm doing. So if you do want to check out my YouTube channel, just a shameless plug here, it's called Task With Me. That's where you can find the other videos I've done as part of my series here. And of course, if you want to start your own fitness journey and you want to join in on the 10K with me, all you have to do is start watching from my first video and go forward from there. And at some point, we'll be in sync, and then that'd be awesome. Best YouTube channel is Miami Boat Ramps. I'm guessing maybe that's yours or like a friend's, but I'm sure that is. 4Deck Rider says Miami Boat Ramps. Man, I haven't been on a boat in a long time. Like 2 years ago, I went with some colleagues to a sandbar on a boat that we rented from a website called Boat Setter. Oh man, that was so fun. I mean, being in a boat pre-COVID in the middle of the summer in a sandbar is classic South Florida, and I really, really do miss that. And I'm hoping that I can do it soon, sooner than later. But you know, we'll see how everything pans out. Anyway, I believe I'm just about finished here, so thank you all again for watching. Check me out on YouTube at Task With Me if you're interested in starting your own fitness journey or participating in any of the other tasks I document myself doing in the future. Would love to see some of you there, so join in on the fun. So I'll be back here tomorrow doing a biking cross training live stream. So thanks again for watching. Stay fit and stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day. All right, for all the GoPro viewers, 26 minutes and 43 seconds on air, 166 unique watchers, 10 up votes and 1 down vote. Let's see what we have on the GoPro here. 34 minutes, a little bit over time. That's fine. We're here, we're walking, we're being consistent. We're trying to get our time in to make sure that we're getting ready for week 10, our jogging routine. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that some of you are in sync here with me on week 9, and we're just going along with this and having a great time. As I always say, stay fit and stay healthy, and I will see you all very soon.